She also had a really bad feeling about Ted Bundy. No, she met him because her mom worked with him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Ted Bundy worked at a suicide hotline in Seattle with Anne Rule.
Okay, because we're already recording.
Hi, welcome to Feral Nightmares.
Mike, keep that first part in.
Yes. Zach is learning things.
I am learning things. And if you are just listening to us, you should probably also watch us as well, because our faces say 1,000 words.
My face has subtitles.
My face also does. Mostly, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's literally one of the reasons that I have bangs, even though, I've got them pinned back because my hair's curly today, was to cover my what the fuck lines. Because they're in there deep.
No, when Mike goes in editing, I'm just gonna... You've noticed, I've been, staring at the camera.
Right.
He's gonna have to zoom in on me with the...
We've got some faces of you already. It's fantastic.
I love that.
It's great. All right. So this is our 5th episode.
Move your mic.
Look, bitch.
Look, you don't know how to fucking talk into the mic. You have it down here and you're just...
Anyways.
This
is our 5th episode.
Woo! And she still doesn't know how to talk into a mic properly.
You know what?
You can't even argue all that much.
I can't. It keeps moving. Mostly because I move it. But
yeah.
I'm fidgety. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm in a little bit of pain. It's storming.
Your entire life is just full of pain.
It really has been. So much trauma.
So much trauma. I mean...
But it made me funny.
Right. Anyways, fuck your childhood. We ain't talking about that right now.
We're not talking about that today. Go read my blog on feralnightmares.com.
I still need to send you mine.
Anyways. Are you ready? Are you ready to be pissed off about this with me?
Sure. Why not?
All right. So today I am going to tell you about the murder of Jolene Cummings.
Okay.
And now this one is...
Is it going to be like Krista Pike in the way I get pissed off?
Not as bad. Because unfortunately to this day, there is still unanswered questions. But definitely some fucked up shit went down. So, Jolene Cummings was born on May 13th of 1984. She was a hairstylist, loved her job, dreamed of opening her own salon.
Yeah.
But her biggest pride and joy, the true loves of her life, were her children.
Aw.
She had a daughter with her high school boyfriend and actually ended up marrying her roommate, Jason, who was somebody she had grown up with. They had, she had known him basically her whole life, knew he was a good guy. She needed a roommate.
So this seems like the classic all-American kind of family.
Right. Well, he ends up moving in with her and they're literally friends. Yeah. But he moves in with her and her daughter. And he was quoted as saying that one of the reasons he fell in love with her was because of how amazing she was as a mother. And he would sit there and watch her dancing around in the kitchen with her daughter. And
2 stories in a row where see someone like that and just
yeah,
I'm gonna have to put him in.
Right. So, they ended up getting married in 2013 and went on to have 2 sons together.
Oh.
But by 2017, 2018, their marriage is kind of, it's on the rocks. And they make the decision that what is going to be best for their children, all 3 of them, is that they're no longer together. It's hard, right?
My mom didn't even get divorced. My dad just died.
Oh my God, I know. Your dad made it home from war, just not the bathroom. Fine. Anyway. Don't worry, I'm the only one that can give Zach that much crap.
Yeah,
so
if you try to do it, she will come after you.
I will come after you. This is basically my little brother.
Yeah.
So they're the divorce as divorces can be. I've had one. And pretty much I signed the papers and that was it. We didn't have kids. We just done with each other.
I'm sorry, one sec.
What are you doing? Oh my, was I too close to the microphone now? Now I'm too far away.
Like,
oh my God. Zach.
Like, I'm trying to get to a point where, like, you can still, like, do all your stuff, but, like, still get it into the microphone.
Okay.
Is
that better?
Okay, now talk, like, looking down.
Anyway.
Yeah, it does.
So she and Jason Cummings, they're going through their divorce and they're having a little bit of a custody dispute, but they currently have their plan worked out for the boys. Is 1 week with dad, 1 week with mom. And, with her being the type of mother she is, like that kills her.
Yeah.
And I know my own situation, we have the oldest on the weekends and it sucks because there's things you miss. Right. So, but they're trying to make it work. They're doing what they can for the children. So, somewhere around this time, she starts dating a man also named Jason. I did not write down his last name, but this Jason was bad news. He had outstanding warrants. He, was known for dealing, drinking, using, all of these things that are no bueno. But she's living her life. She's thriving in a way that only she knows how to. And everybody's like, she was just such an amazing person.
Yeah.
And one of her clients said that, and to show you the kind of person she is, because it's something you and I kind of have a little bit of experience with. This woman was the caretaker for her mother who had dementia. And she ended up booking an appointment at the Tangle Salon with Jolene. And this woman says, every day you get asked the same questions. And it's just the way you become so used to it.
Yeah.
And she sat, her mother sits down in Jolene's chair. Jolene starts, brushing out her hair, asking the daughter questions, whatever. And the mom's like, how long have you been doing this? Jolene's like, a few years. 5 minutes later, how long have you been doing this? No, I've been doing it for a little while. And never let on that it bothered her. Never let on that it was irritating.
Yeah.
In fact, she looked at this woman's daughter and said, I've got her. If you need a little bit of a break, there's a thrift store next door. Go shopping. I've got her. She is going to be safe here with me. So you can have 20 minutes to yourself.
You definitely hit on a story that hits.
Yeah. So, because, you and I, we've both been through it with grandparents. So, on days that she could not find childcare, especially when her daughter was a toddler, she would bring her daughter to the salon with her.
Yeah.
And give that baby a mannequin head and set her up. And then that child sit over there and practice her braids.
Aw.
And she would get done, she'd come over and show her mom and show the clients. And everybody's like, you could tell she was a good parent because of her child. Her child was very sweet, very respectful, very compassionate, just like great kids.
You're going to break my heart, aren't you?
I'm definitely going to break your heart because it broke my heart. Okay? Because here's the thing about Jolene. She was born on Mother's Day. All right?
Okay.
In fact, her mother, Anne, had previously given birth to a stillborn son. And Jolene, when she was born, became her mother's world.
She was a miracle baby.
She was that rainbow baby.
Oh, rainbow baby. Oh,
yeah.
That was the...
Because she had gone like full term with her son.
Yeah.
And lost him. So her and Jolene were fucking tight. And Jolene did have younger siblings, but her and her mom. May 12th, 2018 was a Saturday.
Okay.
The day before Mother's Day. The day before Jolene's 34th birthday. And she had spent the whole day, her day at work with her clients. And she's, planning, all right, this is what I'm doing for my birthday. I'm going to hang out with my babies. I'm going to hang out with my mom. That is all I want for my birthday. Her family was very, very important. And her last client left the salon at 5 o'clock. Jolene locks the door. And that is the last time anybody sees her alive. The next morning, Jolene was supposed to meet her soon-to-be ex-husband, Jason, to pick up her boys. And, they're supposed to meet at like 9 a.m. She doesn't call saying, hey, I'm running late. Hey, car problems, whatever. Crap, I overslept. Nothing. And he's looking at his watch, and it's 9:30.
And, like, he knows that this isn't like
it's
her.
9:31. It's 9:32. Like, this is not her. They may be fighting, but when it comes to those kids, they're on the same page.
Yeah.
And so finally he calls her mom. And her mom answers the phone and is like, Jason, is Jolene with you? And he's like, no, I was calling to see if she was with you. And her mom's like, no, I haven't heard from her. I texted her last night. She never got back to me. So her mother, Ann, hangs up with Jason and calls the Nassau County Police in Florida and files a missing persons report. Now, luckily, the sheriff's department took it seriously because this is a 34-year-old woman, grown-ass woman. Most of the time, it'd be like, well, she'll come back.
Like, you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can...
What worked in their favor is that Jolene's mom and stepdad had both worked for the sheriff's department. So even the deputies knew what kind of person she was and knew, like, she's not just going to bail.
Yeah.
So, of course, the police have to look at everything, right? They drive by her house, car's not there. Or, drive by her work, car's not there. They actually, go to the trailer she was living in and, get inside, and there's holes punched in the wall. And one of the cabinets is like, door is hanging off. It looks like there's been a fight.
Yeah.
And of course they're looking into her husband because she is in the middle of a divorce. And there's, looking at text messages and, disagreements that are happening in text messages. They pull him in for interviewing on May 15th. So essentially 3 days after she's last been seen. He's got an airtight alibi. And he goes back and he goes, okay, these messages, I would like to move out of state. She's not happy with it because of the kids.
Yeah.
So, she's trying to stick to what is best for the children.
Yeah.
He's like trying to do what's going to be best for me, for the kids. But she's like, no, the kids have already been through enough shit. He's like, she and I may hate each other right now, but we love our kids.
Yeah.
And he's got an airtight alibi for the night of the 12th to the 13th. Well, then they, find out about this boyfriend. Bad news, Jason. And of course, they've seen the condition of her home.
Yeah.
And, excuse me, they end up finding out that the police had been called to her trailer like the previous week, 2 weeks ago, whatever. And they were actually called by a neighbor. And what the police report said is that this boyfriend showed up to her trailer expecting to get to stay there. And she looked at him. She's like, no, you have warrants. They are looking for you. You are not going to jeopardize my custody situation. You need to go. And he lost his shit. Rips the cabinet door off, everything. The neighbor heard her yell to her daughter, stay in your room. Because she heard the yelling.
Yeah.
She heard the loud noises, everything. Hears her yell at her child to stay in her room. And she's like, 911? I got an emergency.
Yeah.
It's a good neighbor.
Yeah.
Right? Dude fucking dips. Because he's got outstanding warrants. They're looking for his ass. So she's like, I'm not pressing charges. Whatever. But it's, they're able to, at that point, kind of report what he had done to the house.
Yeah.
They end up having to track him down and find him at his aunt's house hiding in a junk room under a bunch of cardboard boxes. He didn't even know Jolene was missing. And behaved in such a way that they're like, it wasn't him. He actually had an alibi for that weekend too. And they're like, well, what about the trailer? He's like, well, like, the last time I was there, yeah, I did this, this, and this. He's like, but the holes in the walls were from another fight we'd gotten into. I'm hoping that if this had not happened to her, she would have been fine. She would have got the fuck away from him.
Yeah.
Because you don't need that around your kids, no matter what. So they're like, all right. So they go and they're talking to her boss, at the salon. And find out that one of the other stylists, a woman named Jennifer Siebert, closed with her. So like, all right, well, we need to talk to Jennifer. And they're trying to get a hold of her. They're calling her, and they're looking into everything at once, right?
Yeah.
So they clear the boyfriend, they clear the ex-husband. This woman's the last person to have seen her alive, in theory, right? So they end up, they're trying to get a hold of her, but she's like dodging, not returning calls, stuff like that. Well, they end up finding Jolene's SUV parked behind a Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
So they pull the security footage from the Home Depot and they see, a woman that's not Jolene get out of the car, dressed in all black, and they're able to track her on security cameras to a convenience store. And they see her on the cameras for the store, chatting it up with the employee, uses his phone to call for a taxi. Now, this is 2018.
Yeah.
She's calling for a taxi. She goes inside, buys a bottle of water, uses her own credit card to buy her water, talks with this guy while she's waiting for the cab to show up, gets in the cab, and takes off. Oh, they're like, oh, well, we had to do some digging to find out which cab company, this and that, but we finally tracked it down, and, it took her back to Tangle's salon. And they interviewed the store employee, and he was like, yeah, like, she was memorable. And they're like, okay, like, did you know her? Have you ever seen her before? He's like, no, I've never seen her before, never seen her since. He's like, but she walked up, asked to use my phone to call a cab, and kept talking about crystal meth and like what it does to your body. And he was like, it was just really weird. And I was trying to get back to work, but she wouldn't stop talking to me about meth. So,
I mean, if you wanted to like
not be suspicious,
that's one hell of a way to be suspicious.
Exactly. Especially in Florida. There's a ton of crystal methodists down there.
Don't be suspicious.
Right. So they finally tracked down the taxi service and the cab. And they're like, yeah, I dropped her off here. So they're able to pull surveillance from different buildings because the salon had no cameras, inside or outside, which is a failure.
On the establishment part.
On the owner's part, because you have an establishment that is run primarily by women. They're going to be closing by themselves. They're going to be, taking out the trash by themselves. You need to have some type of security for your employees. That's my opinion. I'm going to leave it at that.
I mean, valid.
But they see, this woman from the gas station get into a black Kia Soul. All right, cool. Well, they find out Jennifer Siebert drives a black Kia Soul.
And this was the other
stylist that closed with her that night. So they're trying to get a hold of her. They're like, why were you in her car? Like, they got questions for her now.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm going to tell you, in my personal opinion, the Nassau Sheriff's Department dropped the ball. Okay. Because they took too long finding that security footage. When you know that this was the last place anybody saw her.
Yeah.
Why? And they don't have cameras. Why are you not checking all the cameras around?
Yeah.
Immediately. Okay. Just to see if maybe something happened while she was walking out.
Yeah.
She could have been kidnapped. She could have, held at gunpoint. Anything.
Anything could have
happened.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't do it. They didn't do it until days later.
Yeah.
They find the video Jennifer Siebert getting into her car. Okay, well, now you've seen her get out of Jolene Cummings' vehicle, take a cab back to her place of employment, get in her own car. You should look at those cameras, right? Like, that's a logical next step. And I'm not a detective.
You don't know the process.
I don't know the process. I have stayed at a Holiday Inn. So, God, you're too young for my jokes. Anyway, the millennials get it. So
I trust you on that.
yeah. So they're at the salon. They're talking to the owner, like interviewing her, like trying to find out, like, does she have any enemies? Was there anything going on?
Yeah.
That you know of. And, talking to her other coworkers. And a woman they call Miss Ann is like, she and Jennifer did not get along. Jennifer had only been there about a month at the time, and would go around like eavesdropping on Jolene's conversations.
Oh, she's that kind of...
She's kind of that kind of person. And, Jolene had worked there for several years.
Yeah.
She is friends with Miss Ann, and she was having a rough day, and she goes to Miss Ann in the back, and she's like just kind of pouring it out, everything that's going on with her divorce and the custody, and it's a very emotional conversation.
She needed like a shoulder to...
Right. She needed her friend.
Yeah.
And they both notice that Jennifer's just kind of standing over there listening. And Jolene's like, Miss Ann, let's go outside. So they go outside to continue the conversation.
Away from prying ears.
And Jennifer follows them outside.
Not even being subtle.
Not even being slick about it. Literally follows them outside. And at that point, Jolene and Jennifer have some words.
Yeah.
Because Jolene is, as sweet of a person as she is, she's not going to let you walk all over her. She has her boundaries.
Yeah.
And she's one of those people that will fight for the underdog. And she has a very good instinct, very good intuition. Even her mother said if she said something was wrong, it was wrong.
Yeah.
She was never wrong about it. And she looks at Miss Ann and goes, there's something wrong with that woman. There is something off about her, and I'm going to find out what the hell it is. So they're finding all of this out, and they're talking to the owner. Well, as they're talking to the owner, she gets a phone call from Jennifer. And the owner, once again, my opinion, is a dumbass. Because she's like, oh, Jennifer's like, yeah, I'm heading to the salon. I'll be there in a few minutes, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, all right, cool. The police are here. They want to talk to you. Jennifer hangs up the phone, and they look out the front window of the salon, and they see her peeling out of the fucking parking lot.
Is it really much of an opinion if you're like white?
I mean, anyways,
who are we to judge?
Who are we?
What kind of...
We're the whole reason we have a podcast is to judge.
Yeah.
So they have to spend time hunting this stupid bitch down. Because now she's on the run. Because the boss is like, oh yeah, the cops want to talk to you. She's already been dodging their phone calls and avoiding them.
Yeah, and what...
Why would you give her a heads up? Especially if you've noticed that she's doing this shit.
Yeah.
Or they're like, hey, like, we really need to talk to this person, and we can't get in touch with her on the phone. Like, she's never here when we come, And this is within a couple of days of Jolene being missing. Because at this point, she's missing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back, because something I forgot about with the gas station. And one of the things that the clerk had said was on, I want to say it was the left side of her face, she had a long red mark.
Like a scratch mark?
And he said it was like somebody had just like grabbed her face. He said it was almost like a fingerprint, a finger or whatever. He's like, I don't know if it was a bruise. I don't know if it was old, but like, I remember that was something distinct about her. So it takes them a couple of days. They finally find her at a truck stop by pinging her cell phone. She's at this truck stop, parked between two semis.
Yeah.
And it's nighttime, and she's like in the back seat trying to sleep. Well, the cops come up, shine the flashlight in the front seat. She's not in the front seat. Well, they see her in the back seat. She moves. Then she slithers her way up to the front seat. And they arrest her for grand theft auto because they can get her on that.
Like they have
that. And they take her in. Well, this is the point we get to find out that Jennifer Siebert is not who she says she is. It is one of 17 aliases used in over 14 states, over 30 cities by a woman named Kimberly Kessler. Kimberly Kessler is running from the FBI. She's a missing person. Her mother had her declared a missing person. And I want to say 2012.
So it's been about 6 years.
It's been a minute because she's had no contact with her family. She would go to cemeteries in her hometown, find graves of young women that were her age, and take their names. She had 2 passports. She had a passport and a social security card for Jennifer Siebert. Okay?
Okay.
Very mentally unstable. And I'm going to give you an example, is that her family's very wealthy in Pennsylvania. Okay. Super rich.
Are you talking about like old school money or?
Like, yeah, old school money.
Okay.
You know, old money, rich. She absolutely hated her brother.
Okay.
To the point that he was quoted as saying there was one night he woke up to excruciating pain in his face. And felt like sat up and he could feel blood and just pain. And he opened his mouth and his 2 front teeth fell out. And he looks over and his sister Kim is standing over him with a baseball bat because he had pissed her off. And that was her getting him back, busting out his front teeth with a baseball bat. Very unhinged from an early age.
Yeah.
So, and it literally everything said she was like the cheerleader, popular, great kid, up until like right before her senior year and a
switch went off.
Yeah. And then she just became a psychotic hot mess. Now, at this point, Kimberly Kessler's 50 years old.
Okay.
Had multiple identities, you know, and she tells the cops, she's like, look, I'm going to go ahead and tell you because, you know, if they printed me, it's going to come up. You know, this isn't my real name. And he's like, okay, well, do you want to be called Jennifer or do you want to be called Kimberly? She's like, oh, you can call me Kim. And she's going on about this whole thing, claiming, you know, like all of these, like she's telling all of these bizarre stories. And they're trying to get information about Jolene. And, you know, she's like, well, she's, you know, I think she was on drugs and like this. And like, she's just making up some shit.
Given the fact that she's lying to people who know her.
Right.
And like whose families worked with them and like, so they know her.
Well, she uses that. Tries to use that against them in the end. They start asking her more questions about Jolene. And she's like, well, you're not going to like my response. And I actually got to listen to this part of the recording from her interrogation. She's like, I want a lawyer. And they're like, okay, you have that right. You know, they were not being aggressive with her. She was just being kind of very flippant about, you know, what was going on. So they arrest her.
Okay.
Well, she ends up calling her mother for the first time in forever. And it's like, hey, if you could, or if you wanted to, could you bail me out? And, you know, I need you to come down here and I really need you to get into my storage unit and get all that stuff out before the cop sees it. Recorded phone calls.
Okay, so what is this, the third case where...
Yeah.
Note to self.
They record everything, people.
Note to self. Do not don't incriminate yourself like in any way. Like,
so,
okay, like what is with these people and like incriminating themselves?
here's the thing. All right, they get her cell phone.
Okay.
All right. between the date of her arrest, or basically between May 12th
Yep.
or May 13th and the date of her arrest, 457 Google searches of Jolene Cummings' name. And it had been maybe a week, max. Google searches over coworker murdered, body never found. How to get away with murder, how to dispose of a body, shit like that. They also find a receipt in her vehicle from Walmart for a box of 30-gallon trash bags, an electric knife, and a bottle of ammonia.
Flashing neon sign.
They go to the salon because they're like, okay, this is where this had to have happened, right? They go to the salon, spray it down with luminol.
And that's like helps.
That's the stuff that you turn the lights off and it glows if there's blood. That place lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. The sheriff said, based on the amount of blood that showed up with the luminol, there's no way Jolene was still alive. They find a bloodstained tote bag had Jolene's blood on it. Also had one of her fingernails in it. When Kim Kessler was arrested, she had bandages on her face and her hands. One of her injuries was a very long nail scratch deep down the side of her face, just exactly where the store clerk had said it was.
Yeah.
One of her fingers had been bitten almost to the bone. They found Kimberly's shoes, a pair of scissors, clothing, all of it with Jolene's blood on it, and some of Kessler's. Jolene's fingernail, a bloodstained tote bag, and the luminol showed blood all over the salon. Now it's at this point, right? It's been about a week that they go and they look for more security footage from around the salon. And that is where they find the videos, hours after the salon closed at 5 p.m., of Kimberly Kessler struggling to carry out trash bags to the dumpster. Multiple trips. And about 1 a.m. is when she moves Jolene's vehicle. So by the time that they're like, shit, let's go check the dumpster, it's been picked up by Waste Management or whoever handles it and taken to a landfill in Georgia. They spend a week. 2 months later, in July of 2018, they spend a week digging through, I want to say it was 30,000 tons of garbage looking for those bags. And they found some evidence, but they did not find Jolene. They have never found Jolene. The only thing they've ever found of her is a fingernail or two. So everything is very circumstantial at this point. But, okay, she has blood on her shoes she was wearing. She's got blood on the clothes. There's bloody scissors. There's her and Jolene's blood on it. You know, refusing to speak to the cops. All of this stuff. So she is arrested and being charged with first-degree murder and grand theft auto.
Yeah.
This batshit crazy woman loses almost half of her body weight because she keeps going on hunger strikes. The trial continues to be delayed because of her hunger strikes and because she has to have a mental evaluation. She is proven to be sane enough to stand trial. And then, as, you know, another way to try and delay it, anytime they bring her in for like pretrial hearings and stuff, she starts screaming about how her court-appointed lawyer is Jolene Cummings' cousin. He wasn't. She's saying that the Nassau County Sheriff's Department is pinning this on her because Jolene's parents worked for them. And it's tragic and they just needed somebody. Needless to say, she is serving life in prison without parole.
As she fucking should.
As of 2020, when they brought her in for the murder trial to begin.
Yeah.
She was in a wheelchair, strapped down. As soon as she got in there, she started on her bullshit about her attorney being Jolene's cousin. She was removed for the entirety of the trial and only brought back in for sentencing, where she started her bullshit again. She would shit in cups and then smeared all over the cell and all over her. It's just all around. She has mental illness.
But not enough to declare her insane.
But not enough to be declared mentally, criminally insane.
Yeah.
And she still will not tell anybody what happened in that salon that night. And that is the murder of Jolene Cummings. And it sucks.
It fucking sucks.
Because she didn't deserve this. You know, none of it. This batshit crazy woman. And they really think that there's been other murders committed by her. They just can't prove it. They're actually investigating a couple of different ones that they think could have been her under one of her 17 aliases. She actually has a child she lost custody of because the neighbors seen her outside digging a hole and her 14-month-old baby next to her looking all like sad. And she's like, "Hey, what you doing?" And her name at that point was Christine. She's like, "Oh, I'm digging a grave." Neighbor called the child services. Child was removed from her custody.
As it should have been.
The next day, she went down to the child services office to see her son. Started raising a fuss. They were trying to escort her out, and her purse falls open, and she's got a loaded pistol, duct tape, and zip ties. And they're like, "Okay, so now you're going to try and kidnap your kid." You know, there's been a lot of red flags. This is somebody who should have been Baker acted very early.
Yeah.
You know? And that is the tragedy of it, is that things could have been done to prevent this, you know? And she just kind of wiggled her way out of everything. She'd get in trouble, she would leave and change her name and start up something new. So yeah, that's batshit crazy out of Florida.
Jesus.
Yeah, like there's
No, like I said, like this should never have happened. Mm-hmm. I feel bad for her fucking kids knowing.
Right, because they were, I want to say her daughter was maybe 10 and her sons were like 3 and 4. And this was 8 years ago.
So
you know, these babies have grown up without their mom. And even, you know, her ex-husband said like the hardest part is like the only place he can take his sons to visit their mom is a bench at a park that has a little plaque with her name on it because they didn't get to bury anything.
Like they have no remains.
They have no remains.
Like
the family did end up buying a plot and a headstone for Jolene, so they have somewhere to go. And her mom and stepdad have bought the plots next to her so that they can be reunited. But yeah, like this is so much bullshit.
Jesus.
And if you're interested in a lot more and actually being able to hear those conversations, I highly suggest Murder in America. They covered this, and they're how I found out about it. They did an amazing job, and I was able to go and find, you know, more articles and everything on it. So check them out. But yeah, what do you got for me today? Do you got something that's not going to make me sad?
Yeah.
You don't sound that confident.
No. It's not going to make you sad. I'm just fucking reeling like real quick.
You didn't realize that by agreeing to do a podcast with me that I was going to wreck you every episode.
Okay, not every episode. The last episode, like, it did, like, I'm always going to feel bad for, like, the victims. I'm always going to feel bad for the victims. But, like, there's just something about...
It's that mom relationship.
It's that mom relationship that gets to me because...
Of how close you and your mom are.
How close me and my mom are. And, like...
Yeah.
Me and her are trauma bonded. Like...
I mean, same.
Yeah.
And it's definitely one of those things where, as a mom, I'm looking at it going, fuck, I would burn the world down, but I'm looking at the police department, and I don't care that if I, had worked with them before or whatever. You dropped the fucking ball.
Yeah.
You should have been checking all of the surveillance footage from in that area.
Because if they would have done that, then
they would have had her remains. I fully believe that her remains are in that landfill in Georgia.
Like nothing left of that.
And she's gone.
She's gone.
They're never going to find her. If they had checked that footage from the start, then is the minute that Kimberly Kessler, Jennifer Siebert bitch started acting shady, they could have brought her to her mother, given her mother something to bury.
Yeah,
because nothing makes it better losing your child, but at least knowing where they are. Like
with the Krista Pike case, and that
piece of skull.
That piece of skull.
All right, what do you got for me? I'm going to go back to coloring because I need to now because I'm in my mom's sadness.
I can't even fucking color because now I got to present shit.
You should have colored while I was talking.
Okay, you were squishing Axel.
Poor Axel.
Poor Axel.
He gets loved on a lot.
I need that fucking comfort.
I know.
Okay. So
wow, it is storming its ass off outside right now.
Thank you, Mother Nature. This is what we're trying to avoid
last week.
And
it didn't even storm.
Anyways, so you want to talk about a flying monster that stalked a small Iowa town in the early 1900s? Yes. Okay. This is going to be a tale of escalating incidents with multiple, credible witnesses who, beloved in the town, willing to go on record for this.
That's always good. But then again, they could all be drinking the same shit. Let's get into the story.
So, literally, almost every single person in this, every single person in this story was carrying and a confrontation at an abandoned mine.
Oh, wait, I might know this one.
Today, we are going to be discussing the Van Meter visitor. I keep on wanting to say monster, because that's just... You have that look on your face. You're remembering something.
Hi.
Okay, so...
I was wrong.
You do know this one.
I do know this one. It's been a long time. I don't remember all the details, but when you said everybody was carrying in an old mine, I was like, sleeper agent.
Okay, so...
Sorry, my undiagnosed ADHD kicked in.
You know what? That's fine. I'm going to try to get diagnosed.
One of us better.
I
already sat through my kid's diagnosis going, wait a minute.
Okay, so these events took place over a 5-day period from September 29th to October 3rd, 1903. Hey, what day is it?
It's October 3rd.
Yes. In the town of Van Meter, Iowa. Now, let's start off with the first night. The first sighting is where everything begins. I'm going to introduce you to Ulysses Griffith.
I love Ulysses.
Ulysses?
I said Ulysses.
Ulysses, but it's Ulysses. Ma'am.
Mr. Griffith,
that's what we're going to be calling him. He's a local businessman who was, one of those prominent members of the community that was
he a pillar of community?
Sounds like it, yeah.
And not a murderer?
Not a murderer.
Wow. Those are rare.
I know. And he's returning home at night. At this point, it's already after midnight and way past the time he's told his wife that he's going to be home. So, he's making his way downtown.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, hauling ass, homebound.
Okay,
all right.
So he's making his way.
Please don't sue us.
So, as I said, it's late at night. The streets are empty. And as he's walking along, he sees a light from atop of... Shut the fuck up. A nearby roof that is shining down onto the street. And like, whatchamacallit, it seems like there was a lantern. Okay, you're gonna need something because what the fuck is going on with you right now?
What year was it again?
1903.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna...
I'm sorry, I had the bat signal.
Okay, 3.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. And at first it seemed like there was a lantern placed on top of the roof. And he was a little more than put off when seeing that because, like, it's the middle of the night. He sees, like,
It's not the usual.
It's not the usual. And this is where me and him are going to differ on something. Like,
Did he go investigate?
yeah, he thought it was his civic duty
Oh my
to
god!
investigate.
No, that is your
No,
civic duty is to like keep hauling ass home and like maybe being on the sheriff's door.
to make things worse, he called out to the light source. Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, you up there?
Hey,
Doing?
hey, you! Like,
No!
no.
Oh my god!
And when he did that, the light suddenly took off into the sky, traveling down the street, and landed on a different building.
That is one big ass lightning bug.
That is one big ass lightning bug. And like the white person he is, he
Are
keeps
we sure?
This is white person behavior.
Okay, but are we sure?
Yeah.
100%.
You want me to look it up right now?
Look it up right now. We need to make sure. Because I know that's some white people shit.
He was a white man.
Okay.
And he was a business owner in Iowa during 1903, so
He's a white man.
he's a white man. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. And like the white person he is,
Fucking white people.
he fucking goes down and investigates.
He's chasing it again.
He's chasing it again.
Oh my.
Like, honestly, like, he's convincing himself this isn't something that is concerning as it should be.
Look, sis. Can I call him sis?
We're gonna call him sis.
Sis. Honey. Go home to your wife. You already know she is pissed.
Oh no, and after calling out again,
Hey.
the light moved over him to the opposite side of the street before taking off into the sky and vanishing into the night.
See? No.
No.
You thought you saw a light? No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. I just want to know what he told his wife when he got home. Just like, I'm sorry I got
babe.
home late, but hear this shit. I'm pretty sure the wife was...
I'm pretty sure his wife may have locked him out of the house. I'm just
yeah.
gonna...
The following morning, Griffith discussed his claims with multiple people.
Hey, did y'all see that shit last night?
Yeah, and because he was, as I said, a pillar of the community, people listened and investigated the rooftop where the light was perched, but they didn't find anything. Now, night 2.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. You know,
Stop clapping.
I'm sorry. The next night, Dr. A.C. Alcott was in his office building trying to get some sleep when around midnight, he was jolted awake by a sudden bright light shining through his window.
Ain't that some bullshit?
Ain't that some bullshit?
I
If I had to
already
wake
tell.
up that way,
Do you know how hard it is to sleep at work?
honestly, actually, I found a good place for me to sleep.
I
but
know
that-
you have found a good place for you to sleep. I'm not laying on the platforms.
Yeah, and he was convinced that this was the same prowler that Griffith saw the previous night.
I love how they're like, it's a prowler.
It's a prowler, not, hey, there was
This
a bright light
might
that...
be a monster.
Yeah.
It's advanced civilization from the sky.
So he thought he was about to give up, so he pulled out his pistol from his desk and ran outside and tried to confront the intruder. Hey, at least he was armed, unlike Griffith, who was just like...
Griffith might have been armed. It was just like,
Actually, no.
no, he wasn't. Okay.
No, I'm not saying actually no to you. I'm saying actually saw something, at least one thing saying that he did try to open fire on the thing, but that
You can't be shooting shit up in the town
you
willy
can't be
nilly.
shooting. But given the fact I only saw that one place compared to everything else, I just kind of just...
You know who would have handled this shit? Wyatt Earp. He would have had
would've.
that shit figured out.
Anyways, when he got outside, he encountered the creature and described it as something from the depths of hell. The
My
creature,
ex-husband?
probably. He was described as being the creature being around 9 foot tall, huge bat-like wings, a bird-like body, a long beak, and a horn that emitted bright light. Ooh. Like, have you seen the second, like, live-action Scooby-Doo movie?
Maybe.
Okay, there was, like, a pterodactyl creature in that, and that was the only thing that went through my head when I saw... Like, I'm pretty sure my Gen Zers would know what I'm talking about. Even some millennials, like...
I mean, I do have children.
Yeah. And...
Did that one have Matthew Lillard in it?
Yes.
Then maybe. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, look, those films were cast with all of the people, okay? Ryan Felipe, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Matthew Lillard.
I had a crush on Freddie from those movies.
Look.
And
everybody loved Shaggy.
Yeah.
And we still do.
Also, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Whew.
That was her peak, dude. Anyway.
No, like, everyone from that movie was fucking hot. Like...
Yeah, we had some of the hottest actors in the late 90s, early 2000s.
But after seeing the creature, he did something that I would have done. He started blasting. Like,
so anyway,
started blasting. Yeah, exactly. Like, unfortunately for the good doctor,
he's a bad aim. Terrible shot. He is not a marksman, is he?
He is not a marksman. The shots only drew the creature's attention, so it turned around, blinding him with the light.
Blinded by the light.
Okay, we got two songs.
Up like a deuce.
Mine is like By the Weekend.
No.
What's yours?
Shit.
You know what? I'm going to let you think about that because we're going to be inserting this joke again at some point.
At some point. I'm going to have to write it down. Hang on.
Okay.
You keep talking. I'll Google.
In a panic, the doctor fires more shots at the creatures, and with a shriek that will make any sane person start shaking in their boots, the creature flew off into the night. Again. The next morning, the authorities arrived, and aside from, like, casings and minor damage to the building, there was no sign of the creature has ever been there. No blood. No anything.
It's Manfred Mann's Earth Band, by the way.
Okay.
From 1976.
Okay. And combined with the tale that Mr. Griffith told, like, the previous morning, this caused a stir within the community, and people started taking precautions with themselves and their businesses from this strange visitor, which leads
So everybody's packing.
Everyone's packing, yeah. Honestly, I can respect that at this point. Like, which brings us to night 3, where a bank cashier named Clarence Dune, kind of messed that one up. Thinking that the visitor was a suspected burglar, he decided to station himself within the bank with a shotgun in case they will be the next target. And given the fact that we're discussing this right now,
obviously something happened.
Dune was right. Don't you love it when you're right in, like, the worst case scenario?
No! Those are the times I want to be wrong.
At some point, he dozed off and around, like, 1 a.m. in the morning.
See, you gotta take a nap.
Yeah.
Right? Because you already know this bitch is coming in late at night. You gotta take you a nap earlier in the day.
Every single one of these accounts happens, like, right after midnight.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He needed to take a nap that day. He didn't. So that's on him.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And he was woken by a strange noise that consisted of, like, gargling and rasping sounds.
Yeah, my toddler's throwing up.
I was going to say someone else, but, let's move on from that. Coming from outside the nearby window.
that sound that dogs and cats make. It'll wake you up from a dead sleep.
No, that's what happened this morning, but anyways.
Oh.
Hearing those noises, he grabbed the shotgun and cautiously made his way towards the sound. Once he got to the window, he was immediately blinded by the light. You want to sing again, don't you?
No.
I kind of do, but he backed up.
my way to the sound.
He backed up to get his bearings, and once he did, he noticed that the mysterious beam of light was, like, sweeping back and forth across the room. He was able to look at and, like, once the thing was able to, like, turn away a little bit, he was able to get a good look at the intruder, and it was the same thing that Dr. Alcott saw the previous night.
Of course, Birdman. That was a cartoon.
I think so.
It was. I know that's not the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Dune and the Doctor might have been cut from the same cloth because, without hesitation,
Started blasting.
he started blasting. And after being fixed with the light one more time, the creature vanished again.
I mean, you know what? They're doing better than Ulysses did. Ulysses was just yelling and chasing it.
Yeah.
So.
And the next morning, the authorities came and found large sets of 3-toed footprints.
Demons.
They attempted to make plaster casts of the prints, but they were unsuccessful.
They didn't mix the proper plaster to water ratio, did they?
It just sounds like they...
Somebody stepped. You know what happened?
What?
Somebody stepped in it.
Somebody
stepped in the footprint. Fucked it up. Happens all the time.
It does. Now...
They didn't know how to, court off a crime scene back then.
Now, moving on to night 4, where we meet a hardware merchant named O.V. White.
O.V.
And he... Shut up. What?
I like the name.
O.V. White?
O.V. White.
Yeah, actually, not... I thought you were referring to something else, and you just had a face on you. Okay.
It's just my face out.
Michael, cut that little part out.
See, y'all, he's trying to start shit with me. I'm doing nothing. I'm coloring. I'm listening.
Okay, so O.V. White took
Go back to my disco ball now.
We are not staying on track. So
Oh, we did so good the first time.
we did. Mr. White took it upon himself to protect his store. So like Dune, he stayed the night at the store. And like Dune...
He started blasting. No?
Not yet. He was awakened by a strange rasping sound coming from outside. He grabbed his
Fucking
rifle.
cats, man.
He grabbed his rifle, made his way outside through a side door, where he saw a large thing pushed on top of a nearby telegraph pole, watching him. And like in my mind, I literally had to do like a double take while reading it. I was like, "Wait, don't you mean telephone? Oh wait, no, this is 1903." Yeah,
I mean, telephones might have been a thing, but not like in Iowa.
Yeah. I encountered 2 accounts where Mr. White did open up fire on the creature, and another one where he didn't get a chance to fire.
Did he shoot the telegraph wire?
No, he actually shot the creature. Mm-hmm. Whether or not he was able to actually, take the shot or not.
I feel like the telegraph company had to put out a warning like Michael's company does during dove season to not shoot the birds when they're on the lines. Anyway. Legitimate. I have seen the email.
I believe you.
In fact, we'll get one this year.
The creature opened up its wings and released an overpowering odor that made Mr. White drop to his knees and started choking on the stench. And then
I think I know what that smell is.
The creature took flight down the street, where another shop owner, Mr. Sidney Gregg, heard the commotion, decided to take a look for himself. What's with people taking a look at shit that they do not need to be
you take a
in the
look from your window inside your house.
Yeah.
Like that. Sorry.
And that's when both men witnessed the creature flying off toward the old coal mine, which the town was built around. And note that this is the only instant where the creature didn't, have its horn beam shining.
Didn't have his high beam on?
Yeah, he didn't have his headlights on.
One-eyed, one-horse, flying purple people.
The next morning, the town folks were officially, fucking done with whatever's going on. So, feeling the
beast!
Feeling the pressure, I mean, that exactly is what happened. The mayor called the mine's director, Mr. Platt, to get answers, and Platt revealed that his miners had been reporting strange noises coming from the abandoned shafts located near the main site. Come on, I know you want to say something. Say it. She is currently dying laughing.
No one shoots like Al Qaeda.
This is why we're friends.
Yes. And this is why my husband hates editing our episodes.
Okay, so that night, the group of armed men was posted outside the mine's entrance, and they had orders to report any type of suspicious activity to the authorities. And guess what didn't take long?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
The men came running back into town.
Bitch, it's a monster!
Noting that they saw two entities emerge from the mines.
Oh, he's got a girlfriend? Or a boyfriend. We don't judge.
It was described as being smaller than the other one, so it might have been
it's a baby.
It's just a baby. And like, at this point, like the fucking Avengers assembled with miners and local residents making haste.
Make haste?
No, I literally put that in my notes. Making haste. I'm just proud that I put like Avengers assemble and making haste.
Wow, that is very nerdy of you.
Oh yeah, 100%. Around dawn, the two entities would turn back to the mines. And the residents started opening firing on the creature.
They let them leave the mines.
But that only like affected in like producing a gut-curling scream and more of those noxious fumes.
Yeah, because you know what it is? It is a pubescent child with their onion pits.
That reminds me of someone that we worked with, but you know, cut that part out.
No, that's like...
The creature flew past the townfolk and made their way back into the mines. And without any hesitation, they collapsed like the mine entrance with dynamite and like, or they sealed it off with
dynamite. They blew some shit up.
I'm assuming they went with dynamite because that's what I would have went with. To seal off and so nothing can get in or out. And for the next week or so, sentries were posted around there to search for any signs of the creatures, but they saw and heard nothing. Some say that the creatures died in the mines, others say that they made their way out through a different exit, but no one really knows for certain. But there are some
theories.
Actually, some other accounts that still persist till... Sorry. There's still other accounts that persist even up to like the early 2020s. Like there have been sporadic sightings. Like in 1980s, there was a report of a giant bat-like creature near the same mine. In 2006, a local pastor said that he saw a dragon-like creature, and after going online, he saw that it resembled the Van Meter visitor. So he was convinced that he saw the same thing. And there was also clusters of sightings in the early 2020s, but those weren't really that specific.
You know what? It was COVID. Anything's possible.
Nah, like, they were tired of, like, being cooped up in the mine, so they're like...
Hey, look, we have been quarantined for 117 years. Let me out.
Let me out. And the Van Meter visitors... drew parallel from the Mothman of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, with the whole like having large winged beings with glowing features, multiple credible witnesses willing to put their names attached to it, and a cluster of sightings over a short period of time before like just vanishing. And another one being the Jersey Devil of the New Jersey Pine Barrens, with the similar descriptions of bat-like wings and a bipedal form. So yeah, like I just find it interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do they have a festival like Mothman?
They actually do.
They do?
Yeah, it's held in September as well.
Okay. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Now, are you ready to get into the theories?
Sure.
Or do you have anything else you want to add before we get to it?
No, I'm going to have a random song at some point probably, but that's to be expected by now.
So, the first one, which is highly unlikely to me, at least for me to believe, is that the residents of Van Meter only encountered a large bird or bat. And due to the poor lighting, they perceived the bat or bird as something more monstrous than it actually was. And the horn, you know, the one that produced light, was just a beak or some prominent feathers on the chest, which I highly doubt. Another theory is that this was all a deliberate hoax or a prank, and skeptics cite this due to a lack of physical evidence, but honestly, that's kind of unsatisfying given the number of reputable people willing to attach themselves to the story. Like, thoughts?
No, keep going.
No. Say your thoughts.
I focused. It's okay.
Oh, you focused?
Yeah.
For once?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Be proud.
I am proud.
I would say clap for me, but don't.
I'm not going to.
Good job.
And, like, they also said that because, like, this was a small town in 1903, like, they just assumed that people were just playing pranks.
And also, you're going, oh, these are highly reputable people, but they're only reputable in the town.
In the town, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you also always have to take that into consideration. Another one is mass hysteria, which always seems to be popular with these kind of stories.
It tracks.
It tracks. In a tiny community like this one, where news spreads like fast, and initial reports could have been exacerbated by the situation, like, shit could have gotten out of hand.
It tracks, man.
Yeah. They say that the odor that was produced could have just came from natural gases from the mines, but it doesn't really consist with the physical descriptions that was given by the witnesses. Like, here's my favorite one, is that the Van Meter visitor was a descendant of a pterosaur, pterodactyl, or other kind of prehistoric flying creature. This is not supported by biological evidence, but given the unusual...
Well, there was no biological evidence.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, given the fact that it's like a fucking dinosaur, I think that's what I more so meant.
So was a chicken.
So was a chicken. Like, this one certainly does have appeal because for me, I kind of like to think that it's like some sort of like just evolved pterodactyl that didn't really like evolve into like a modern day creature, just like its own little offshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think it is? Can you stop coloring?
I'm thinking. And no, I will not stop coloring.
Like, honestly, as I said,
I'm going mass hysteria.
You're going mass hysteria on this one? Is it because the one time where, like, I'm not going for, like, it could have been this. I'm actually going for I'm believing it's a fucking dinosaur. You have to go for the hysteria angle?
No, like, that is my feeling on it. And, we trust my feelings. When I have them.
Look, I'm going to be like you with the Dyatlov pass, and I'm going to go with the whimsy dinosaur.
Okay, be whimsical, bitch.
I want to be whimsical. I don't have the chance to be whimsical.
I know, you really should be more whimsical in your life.
I need to be more whimsical in my life.
Everyone should. I highly recommend it. Which is why I'm sitting here coloring disco balls, listening to people have mass hallucinations.
Or a giant dinosaur.
Or a giant dinosaur. After talking about gruesome murders. So
oh yeah, I forgot that you talked about it. Okay,
But hang on, I want to say something, right?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Because they said that Kessler's like finger had been bitten almost through the bone, so we know like Jolene was fucking fighting for her life, right? Listen to the first part.
No.
And the fact that I made it through that entire story without busting out into Dolly Parton, be impressed.
I am impressed. I was about to say, Mike, edit this into her parts.
No, we're going to keep this at the end because that's how my brain works.
Well, okay, Mike, edit out the part where I say edit this part.
Or not.
Fuck it.
Look, we managed to make this. We haven't even hit an hour and 15 minutes on this.
Really?
Second time in a row. I am very proud of us. Anyway, so we know that Jolene was fighting for her life.
Oh, yeah.
She probably also got like stabbed in the neck with some fucking scissors right in the jugular.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that like hair shears are fucking sharp. So to take this back to the previous episode when Isisagawa couldn't bite through a butt cheek, but Jolene could bite through a damn finger. Never doubt a woman.
Never doubt a woman.
Sweet dreams.
And feral nightmares.
Check us out on TikTok, Facebook,
Instagram and X.
And look us up on our website, feralnightmares.com.
And also, if you want to send us anything like like stories,
Smart ass comments.
or you want to tell us how good we are, you can send us an email at failnightmarespodcast@gmail.com.
Is it podcast or just feral nightmares?
I think it's just Fail Nightmares.
I think it's just feral nightmares. We will check
We
that.
will check that.
We will let y'all know.
We will let y'all know. Anyways,
Thank you for listening.
thanks.
Bye.
God, that sounded so gay.
It's because you are.